Hey y'all, Lily here. Hope everybody's doing good. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've made a video. Been kind of distracted and not really painting much, but I've also been a little overwhelmed because I get an idea in my head on what I want to do and then I can't figure out how to do it. But I think I've figured something out. So this week, for this video, our challenge is going to be painting a picture using a gift card, and that's all. Kind of like using a palette knife, but hey, maybe not everybody has a palette knife, so we're going to use a gift card. Or this is actually, you know, when they send you those fake credit cards in the mail, that's what this is. So we're going to paint the picture using this, maybe use our fingers to blend if we need to, and see what we come up with. Now for this particular picture, and I'm sorry, my dog is whining to go outside. It's a whole thing right now. She wants to be outside 24/7, but she can't be. Anyway, I digress. This picture. To get this picture started, we're going to paint the entire thing a peachy orange color, just because I think that'll make things easier. I don't have the color I'm wanting necessarily, but I'll mix together a couple colors. I have this sun-kissed peach, but it's, I know you can't really see the color. It's a little light, it's a little flesh colored. So I'm going to mix in a little pumpkin orange and get a little bit brighter peach color. So I'm not going to bore y'all with the details. I'm going to get this background painted and then we'll get started. Okay, so now we have a peach colored canvas. Now the inspiration for this painting is the Oregon coast. I don't know if you've never been to the West Coast. It's amazing. To me anyway. I love a rocky coastline. And so that's what this picture is going to be of, hopefully. We'll see. This may never see the light of day if it doesn't turn out well, which is entirely possible since we're using nothing but a gift card, credit card, little piece of plastic, whatever, and maybe our fingers if we need to blend. So to do this painting, we've already got peach colored background. Pumpkin orange, jet black, cool blue, pewter gray, snow white, Concord grape, and granite gray. So that's the colors we're going to be using. Today we're going to define our horizon line, which is going to be pretty high, probably about 4 inches down. And to do that, let's take some of that pumpkin orange. I'm going to cut the corner off of this card, just so that if I need a shorter edge, then I have a shorter edge and a wider edge. So we're going to take this card, we're going to go into our orange, and basically just pull a little bit of that orange out, like so, and then go across it. So you have a bead of orange on the end of the card. So now we're going to take this, and we set about 4 inches down. Well, this is a good 2 inches, so let's go a couple of inches down. And we are just going to pull that across, like so. May need to grab some more, so just run it through till we get a bead of that orange color. And this time let's go down with it. Okay. Now is when I feel like, just for this part, we're going to have to use our finger kind of to smear that out and blend it in so that we get that sunset color going on. I did say we might use our fingers, so. In addition to that, remember we had that sun-kissed peach? Let's use a little bit of that and put a little bit of a lighter there at the top, a lighter shade. We're going to add a little bit of light right there. And again, let's use our fingers. See, already we have a nice sky going on. Some differentiation of color there. And that's about all we're going to do with the sky. Okay, so we've established our horizon line with our sky a little bit there. So now we're going to take that Concord purple. We're going to take our credit card. We're going to add a line of mountains back here. So again, take your card and just run it through that purple paint. Get you a good feed of purple at the end of the card. Then these mountains, it's completely up to you what these mountains look like. Right now I'm just taking and I'm just outlining the top edge of that mountain range. Okay, we got a basic shape of what our mountains are going to be. So let's take our finger, let's just kind of blend those in. And again, this is distant. This mountain range is distant, it's really far off, almost a little bit foggy. So you're not looking for a lot of detail on these, not looking for perfection, very distant. There you go. So see that? We have a distant purple mountain range. Okay, so we have our sun, our sky in the background, we have our mountain range. Just wipe my finger off and let's wipe this card off. Now in addition to this, we're going to add a water line. It's going to come kind of down like this, okay, because we're going to have rocks all in the shore of the beach. But to establish that water line, we're going to use that purple, but we're going to add the cool blue to it, and we're going to add just a touch of the gray, the light gray. I don't have a brush, then I need to mix that up. So I do need a brush for mixing. You will need a brush to mix your colors up, or a stick or something. So hold on one second. Okay, so when we mix all those colors together, we get this kind of, I'll show the other camera, grayish, bluish, muddledy color. And that's what we're going to use for our ocean, our water back there. So we're just going to take the card. This time let's use the wide side. And pull out some of that paint. Just hold the card straight up. Cut down it. And we're going to get a bead of paint on there. Let's just go in and establish that water line. Okay, now, right now with this card, we're pressing kind of hard just because we want to get paint on the canvas. The more we get into this painting, the more we're going to use a lighter touch. Okay, we're just establishing a little bit of a water line. Let's come on down. Yeah, like so for now. Just trying to get a little color in there. And honestly, I'm probably going to have to go back in with this orange and add some back. Might not, should have went painting the whole canvas peach. Hear that heavy breathing? That's my dog sniffing at the door to see if she can smell her gentleman friend outside. If you catch my drift. Okay, so at this point, kind of see what we're going for, kind of, sort of. This is all ocean, mountains, sky. Cleaner. Alright, now to start with, we're going to be adding some rocky outcroppings. Okay, so now we're going to add some rocks out back here in the distance. So to do that, we're going to mix that purple, the color of our mountains, with a little bit of dark gray. Let's see what color we get. We might have to mix in a little black. We'll put some out there and just see what we come up with. So we're going to take our card and slide it through. Get some purpley gray on the end there. Maybe a little too much. We're just going to draw right at the top of that. I'm going to put in a little bit of a rocky outcropping. Now, it is not real noticeable, but it wouldn't be because it's pretty distant. And the further away, the lighter. So we're going to call it just that one. We're going to say that's good enough. So now we're going to add a little bit of black to this same color. And we're going to add another rock right in here, but it needs to be darker. So now I'm going to add a rock that's up here. And it's going to be closer to us and it's going to cover up part of this one. On this one, no, I think I'm going to use the corner. So let's just get some paint. The very corner of our card. So this one is closer. Just work it in there. And again, this is pretty distant, so you're not going to have a whole lot of detail. And just use your finger, kind of blend it in, tap that bottom. Okay. I think I want to come a little bit further out in front of this rock. Like so. Then I'll get the bottom there. Pull it up like so. All right. Be sure that goes all the way to the edge. There. So you kind of see where we're going. We're building on top of each other, and then eventually they're going to get closer. So now we're going to add one kind of here, and it's going to be the same color, this gray black. Again, just load the end of your card. For this one's going to be pretty tall. So let's do that one about right there. So push that up. Like so. There we go. All right. Now we're going to have another one in here, but it's going to be a little bit misted out. It is closer, so it's going to be a little bigger, but we're going to make it a little lighter, make it look a little like it's in the mist a little bit. So using that dark gray, maybe add a little bit of black to it. Let's fill our card. This time we're mostly gray on it. The end of our card. This one, let's overlap this one just a little bit. All right. This one is pretty misted out, so not a lot of detail on this one. All right. So now we are going to do a really big one. And in my reference picture I have, it is black and it looks like a shark fin. If I lived there, I would call it shark fin rock. But this is going to come up, loop out, and then come down, and it's going to be pretty big. It's a pretty big part of this picture. So we're going to go into the dark black. I'm going to start here. Yeah, about so. It's going to come up, go around like this, go down like that. So, boo-boo, you're okay. You don't need to go outside. Alright. Honestly, I think I want it taller. I think I want to go a little bit higher. Like so. If you remember, I said I didn't know what we were going to get and if it was going to be possible to use just the card. It looks like we're getting a finger painting, but we are going to use the card more. It's a little difficult in this part to use just the card. Okay. There are some of our rocks. So I'm going to add another one, maybe in here, again with the black. Oh, about here. And then we have a rock here on the beach, so let's add one there. Let me take our black, our gray. Let's go with our dark gray mixed with our black. We're going to go in and put some shadows down our beach. Like so. Yeah, this is probably where we're going to come back and add some orange in. Okay, I'm going to pause it for a minute and take my dog for a walk. Take little boo-boo for a walk because she's driving me crazy. So I will be back. It'll be like that to you. 3 hours later. Just kidding. Hasn't been that long. Paint's still wet, so you know it hasn't been very long. So, I was thinking about it while I was walking. This is not big enough. So, I'm coming in here and I'm making this more gigantic. My quad loaded with black paint. Maybe a little gray on there. And there we go. We're committing to it. It's a big boy. More paint, please. And like so. More paint. Might regret that, I don't know. We'll see. I don't think so. We'll see. Alright. So now, since we got our basic idea, let's use our finger to fill it in. So you notice what happened is we kind of lost that little gray one that was in there. Not gonna lie to y'all, I'm hating, hate is a powerful word, I know, but I'm hating this right now. Hate, 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 hate. So, we're gonna keep going and see if it gets better. Not a fan right now. So we know there's gonna be like shadow from this big rock that's gonna be cast this way. So let's go ahead, let's drag some shadow this way. Let's say the rock ends right about there. Just gonna drag some shadow. Like so. So we have our shadow coming through the water. Now, this is going to change some, but gotta have some shadows. Pull down. And that's what this all is, but we'll fix that up. So, since I lost that one, I do want to add it back. See what I can get. Okay, this may work. You okay there, boo? Okay. I think that'll work. Okie dokie. We'll call that for now. And alright. Okay, it looks like a shark fin. That's what the picture looks like. So I ain't mad about that. And turn our little black rock a little blacker. Okay, for now, we'll go with that. Okay, still not super happy. I don't know why I do this. Okay, so now that we have our basics, now's where we're going to add some details. So we're going to start. I'm going to get into some blue. Just our blue. Okay, now with this paint, what you do with our card, take and pull it out like so, and then clean your card off. Hold your card straight up, pull straight down, and you're just going to get a bead of paint on there. We're going to go up here, and instead of pushing down hard, you're going to go really lightly. Just set it on there and very lightly press. And I had too much paint, so that did not work. That did not do what I wanted it to do. So we're going to go back to the non-paint side and pull some off. You see how we're getting like texture in there, where we've got the orange showing, we've got some black showing, but then we also have this blue showing. So that is what we want. So we're going to do that again. Touch it, pull straight down, go back with a clean one, and pull it this way. And I am getting what I want. It's just not the way I technically planned on getting it. So clean that off again. And if anything, I think we need a little white and a little purple added to it. I think we're too blue. So that's what we're going to do. Hold it straight up, pull across to get a thin bead of paint. Let's try this again. Very lightly touch it, pull it down. Very lightly touch and pull down. And go to our clean side. Press it pretty hard and go that way. Oh yeah, I like that. Like so. So we're getting some some variation in there. So I like that. So let's keep doing that. Next we'll go in front of the rock. We'll do the same thing. Pull down. Alright. Clean side. Pull across. So we're still getting that shadow in there. But we also get that variation of color. We will have to go back over a rock right here and clean that up. I'm liking it. This was my desired look. Sure, it's what I wanted from the beginning. Sure. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna pull down. I have to go over the little rock again. It's okay. Alright, and then across. Lightly pull across. Now, I think after we do this, I think I want to go back in with some of the orange and add some orange back into this. I think I lost a lot of orange, but that will be next step. Okay. Careful. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Alright. Slowly getting what I want. Just taking some trial and error. And we will have to go back in and get that rock painted back in. That should not be an issue. Alright. Let's awesome. Alright, let's go on down the rest of the way. Maybe this time I'll go up since I'm getting close to that bottom. Alright. I noticed I don't have my little Rumbledy easel anymore. I actually took my good one out of storage. Well, I guess you saw that in the last video. This isn't my really good one. It's just when we moved, I had to get rid of my really good one because I didn't have room for it. But this one is okay. It's alright. It's better than the little POJ that I was using before, which was basically just a display tripod easel. Alright. So, we have the gists there. Now, I do think I want to go back with some orange, but I might need to let it dry a minute. Maybe. Let's go back in with some orange. Still have the orange from the sky, or that orange. So I'm gonna go in that orange. Line me up some. Give it a try. Basically, I want it pretty bright through here. A little bit back here. So, right. We're scraping pretty good. I like that, except I think I want more blue coming around here. So let's do that. Friends, that sounds good. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Sure, sure. Boom, 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 boom. Sure, sure, sure. About that. Well, I guess it's okay. So now, kind of got it going my way. Very, very kind of. But I need to do something about all this. So I'm going to go into black. And we are going to actually, what if we go like this? My shoes keep making a sound. I assure you, it is my shoes. I promise. Alright, so now, let's just pull this out. And it's not really doing what I want. I want to have some pretty defined lines on the outside, so still working on it. Still working. Still work going on. Let's see. Keep going, right? Don't give up. Never give up. Never surrender. Right, hold on. Not gonna lie. I'd kill for a brush right now. This is why do I keep going or do I give up? We'll keep going. Maybe it'll get better. Who knows? Maybe it'll get better. Maybe it won't. Maybe you will never see this video. Possibly, possibly. And so, I'm going to use my fingers for a minute. Because I'm not getting what I want with the card. Maybe I can make it better. I'll use my fingers. Getting a little better. A little bit. Getting there a little bit. A wee bit better than it were. Oh my god, what if I talk like that? Oh wait, you do. Sorry. So sorry. Oh my god, I don't know if y'all can hear her or not. She is like a little pig. She really does snort like a pig. I think it's cute. Alright. And got our rock back. And then we gotta add our rock back out here. Although, I'm not sure if I'm done with the water, so that might not have been a good idea. We shall see. Alright. It's getting a little better, slightly. I'm going to use my finger again. Sorry, I have to. I'm going to go in this orange. I'm going to add me a little orangeness back. Yeah. All the way up to the blue there. Yes, my friends, I'm liking it better. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Rub it out. We'll be alright. So, I think I want to go back in with some white. Ooh, that looks really square. I don't like that. And do some white up around to highlight around where the water would be hitting on these rocks. So, I don't think it'll be just white. I think I'll use this light color I've been using, and I'll add some white to it. And let's see what we get. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Something, when I turn this video on, I start saying things that are not normally in my vocabulary. Like I noticed I say hot mess a lot. I honestly never say that. It's not a phrase I am often using. I don't know. It's weird. Weird. Okay. So, we got this whitish color. Purpley, white, let's add a little orange to it. Sure, why not? See what we get. gonna mix it real good. Oh, yeah, I'm mixing it with my fingers now. Not the most conventional when it comes to painting. Okay, so we are going to load up the end with a very small bead of paint. We're going to come to the very edge of the mountain, the rocks. We're going to just line up the rocks with the white paint, like so. Indicate where those bottoms of the rockies are. Ooh, it just literally sounded like you puked. Not what that was all about. Okay. I like it a little better. Let's do those. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm still not in love with this thing. Sure. Travel across. Like that. Righty. Let's just add some white in here. I'm going to quit fiddling with it. It is what it is. if I went back in with the brush, I could clean it up a lot and make it a lot more fancy. But okay, so I'm back. The shape of this big rock is driving me crazy. It's a little too perfectly a shark fin. So I'm going to change it. And I wanted to show y'all what I do to it. I think I'm going to maybe about there. There. Something like that. Something like that. I think it's bugging me that it was like this perfect shark fin, even though there is a rock that looks like that. It was too perfect. And so we changed it. So let me get this closer so y'all can actually see it a little better. Clean up my mouse. So this is what we got. With opposite. It's pretty neat. I mean, I'm not unhappy with it. And when it dries, it may change a little bit more. That black will obviously change some. And it's fun. And I always get to that point where I think I hate it. But if I keep going, there's always going to be an ugly stage in a painting. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, like, subscribe. See y'all later.